The Ann Arbor community is mourning the loss of their beloved neighbor, Jude Walton.
She was found dead in her home Thursday after a welfare check. Our Ray Strickland spoke to a neighbor who says she's numb over what happened. He has the story from Ann Arbor Police Department on Huron Street.
Ann Arbor police continue to investigate as many leads as possible to find the person responsible for the death of 51-year-old Jude Walton. I spoke to a neighbor of hers who's known Walton for about 9 years. She's devastated, as you can imagine, and also nervous with the killer still being on the loose. She told me she's now thinking about moving.
She's always been so caring, so generous.
Flowers and a heartfelt note were placed in front of the home of 51-year-old Jude Walton. The community is still in shock over her death.
She's the last person that this should have happened to.
Nina Jackson Levin has lived next door to Walton for nearly 10 years. Levin says they became close and she considered her family.
You know, when I moved in here, I was much younger. I lived in this house by myself, and Jude just always looked out for me. She kept an eye on me.
Walton has also been described as a leader in the community. She was a former police oversight commissioner and was currently working for Avalon Housing, a nonprofit helping the homeless.
This is terrible to happen to anybody, but for this to happen to somebody who's just so magnanimous and so kind, it just doesn't make sense.
Walton was found dead in her home in the 200 block of Chapin Street Thursday after a welfare check. Ann Arbor police say the suspect broke a window in the back of the home to get inside. Investigators are working leads, but no arrests have been made.
I think we're all very eager to have some answers. I think that would bring, we need to know what happened, both for Jude's sake and then for the sake of this community. We don't know anything from the police about who did this or what the motive was, but we do know that the area is unsafe.
Walton's death marked the first homicide in the city of Ann Arbor this year. Levin says it's a concern that has her considering leaving her home.
It is really scary, and quite honestly, we're probably going to move. I've lived here for 9 years and I don't want to move, but we can't continue to live like this.
And police tell me an autopsy was scheduled for today to get an official cause of death. It's unclear if that information will be released today, but if it is, we'll be sure to let you know. In Ann Arbor, Ray Strickland, CBS News, Detroit.